Hey, Scott here, Scotty's Animals. What are 5 ways to make your guinea pigs mad? I'm Scott. I'm a volunteer at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, and you'll get notified when I upload a video. I do guinea pig care tips. I do fun videos. The last video I uploaded was guinea pigs reading poetry. There's all sorts of fun stuff and educational stuff. And if you've got that coworker or that friend who says, "What can you tell me about guinea pigs?" If you're too tired, just send them my way to my channel and it'll make your life a whole lot easier. So welcome to my channel, Scotty's Animals, and let's get into it. 5 ways to make your guinea pigs mad. All right, what's number 1? Number 1 is if you house your piggies in one of those crappy small pet store cages, they're gonna be super mad at you. They don't want to live in a tiny cage like that. They want space. They need space. At the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, we recommend a minimum of 8 square feet, and that would be the Midwest. So that's the Midwest. But what I've got back here are C&C cages. The C and C stands for cubes and coroplast. The coroplast is this corrugated plastic, which is how it gets its name. And the cubes are these little grids here that you can snap together into cubes. I recommend those 2 cages. If you want to build your own crazy cage, that's fine. It's just sometimes people get carried away with wood. Please do not make a cage out of an old bookshelf or something like that. They really need horizontal space, and a loft is really just kind of a bonus, but they need as much horizontal space as possible. Minimum would be a 3x2, which equals to about 8 square feet, because these are 14-inch grids. Okay, so that's number 1. Small cages make guinea pigs mad. Number 2, the second way to make your guinea pig mad is if your guinea pig doesn't have a friend. Guinea pigs are social herd animals, and they really need companionship. Okay, it's not just that they get bored, but they derive a sense of security from the herd. They need a group in order to know what's going on. When you hear them boop, 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 boop during the day, they're kind of pinging off of each other. Hey, how's it going over there? Boop, boop, boop. Oh, it's fine. Boop, 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 boop. You know, but when there's something scary, then they really get a sense of the threat level when they listen to each other. Also, how would you like to live your entire life all alone? You know, if you got abducted by aliens and they kept you in a crappy cage and there was no one like you around, even if they picked you up and petted you and carried you around, that wouldn't be good. You wouldn't like that. You'd be mad. Get your guinea pig a companion. Now, I have another video, bonding rules, guinea pig bonding rules. Don't just go out, especially to the pet store, but don't just go out and get another guinea pig thinking that it's going to work out. They need to be bonded. They need to have a play date to try and see if it's going to work out. Now, in that bonding rules video, I break down the odds of any combination and whether they will work out. Please, same-sex pairs or one of them must be neutered or fixed. And I talk about all that. But basically, boys, there's only a 20% chance that any 2 random boys that you put together will bond. And with girls, it's about an 80% chance or higher. Now, all guinea pigs are individuals, so you never really know unless you try. But you don't want to make that commitment to having a new guinea pig at home and then having them not bond with the one you already have. So don't make that mistake. Believe me, I hear about it all the time. If you have any questions about this, the answers are in my videos. But if you want to message me, first of all, my website is scottysanimals.com, and there's a contact form on there where you can message me. But I've also just updated it, so there's all sorts of quick links to playlists, but also a care guide, diet, nutrition, how to build a cage, all those things. And there's instruction, and there's also links to my videos, and my videos are actually embedded in the pages as you go along. So please check out that resource. And then if you still have questions, drop me a line. I would be happy to answer them. So let's move on. Number 3, the third way to make your guinea pig mad is kind of a continuation of the second thing. But if you don't have a good bond, if your piggies don't get along, you'll hear tooth chattering, you might even see fighting. And especially boys, they can really hurt each other if they bite each other. With girls, a lot of times they're pushing each other around, and I consider it bluster and fluff. But all guinea pigs have the potential to hurt each other if they don't get along. So you've got to make sure that you have a harmonious situation, living situation with your piggies. Also, not just inside the cage, but consider who your piggies are living next to. If you have a situation like this, you can see right here, Billy lives by himself, but he is able to interact with these boys here, with Mike and Dice. But on this side, it's Nails and Piggy Smalls, and what happens is Piggy Smalls and Nails actually get riled up, and they sometimes will fight each other if I put them with another piggy, whether it's Billy or I made the mistake of putting Pipsqueak in their cage just to let them play, and the boys were going at it. I had Pipsqueak in there for 2 minutes, but after I took him out, Piggy Smalls and Nails were fighting. Piggy Smalls was even jumping out of the cage. He was jumping over into Billy's cage. He was jumping on the ground. It was, not to mention, a dangerous situation, but it was really scary and not worth it. So if you don't want your piggies to be mad, make sure that who they are living with and who they are living next to is a harmonious situation. What's the fourth way to make your guinea pigs mad? Well, that would be if you ignore them. Your guinea pigs, they're social creatures. They really need to be in a group or have a cage mate. But not only that, they really do thrive if you communicate with them. Now, my piggies, if they had a big pile of hay, a full bowl, and some clean water, and a pile of fresh veggies, they could take or leave me. But really, if you want your guinea pigs to be the happiest, and if you don't want to make them mad, you've got to pick them up and take them out and hold them and talk to them and communicate with them and have them be a part of your life. Boys, you guys want me to pick you up? So it's not only important for you to pick up your piggies because otherwise they'll be mad and they will not be socialized and they won't like you, but it's really important to pick them up daily or very frequently, every other day at least, to make sure that they're feeling well. You pick them up, you feel them for lumps and bumps, you listen to their breathing, you look at their eyes and their nose to make sure that it's clear. You know, they can get food stuck in their teeth, which can end up developing into a bacterial bloom, an infection on their lips. I'm gonna have to get Nate. Nate, you're in trouble. You're in trouble again. Come here. Oh. Come here, Nate. You're in trouble. You okay, buddy? What's going on with you? This is my boy Nate. When you pick up your piggies, you look at their ears, you look at their eyes, you look at their teeth, and of course, you want to clip their nails every 8 weeks or so. But there's so many things that you really need to interact with your piggies in order to see. Right? Right, Nate? So it's really important that you don't ignore your piggies, that you pick them up, that you take care of them. RW. Now, the fifth way to make your guinea pigs mad is something that they wanted me to tell you. And that is, if you don't give them treats, if you don't think that your piggies are special and you're ignoring them and you aren't giving them the treats that they deserve, that they want, then they're going to be really mad at you. It doesn't mean that you have to give them veggies every 5 minutes or 5 times a day. Okay, there's so many ways that you can give them treats that they'll love. Here, check this out. For instance, there's these little cookies like this. These are some Oxbow Simple Reward cookies, and they're basically Timothy based, but they have other ingredients. These ones are baked with cranberry. Uh-oh, I'm gonna start a treat riot. So I don't want to make them mad. Think about how can you be creative and give them treats, even just the regular hay that you feed them, stuffed in a brown paper bag with a couple tears in it. They will find that really fun and interesting. And you can stuff it in the snack shack log right here. That's a great way of keeping the hay off the ground, but it is enriching for them because you have the hay coming out of the top and they have to reach up and grab it. There's so many things that you can do. So on my website, I do have a food list, and that includes the daily staples, all the different types of veggies and fruit that you would want to give them. Remember, fruit is sparing because you should feed it sparingly because it's very sweet and there's a lot of sugar. Check out the diet section because there's a lot of different suggestions as far as what kind of treats you can give them that aren't just veggies. Now, let's be honest. It's pretty hard to make a guinea pig mad. You will find during the bonding process that if there's two piggies that don't like each other, they will chatter their teeth and they'll lunge at each other and they could bite each other and they could really hurt each other. And so in that case, you might find that your guinea pigs are upset. And likewise, if you have your guinea pigs housed next to each other and they don't for some reason get along or like each other, that could really upset them. But in general, guinea pigs are incredibly sweet little creatures. Remember, they're prey animals. They don't really get mad, okay? So full disclosure, maybe it was a little clickbait. Guinea pigs don't really get mad. They get sad. When they're neglected, when they are not being cared for properly, they don't thrive. Now, we can impose all our own human emotions onto them that we want, but the reality is they're not thriving. You could call it mad, you could call it sad, but whatever it is, it's not right and it's not fair. If you're gonna have these guys, then you really want to care for them properly. That's where my website comes in. That's where the LA Guinea Pig Rescue website comes in. That's where all these YouTube channels, Facebook groups. If you've got a question and you've asked it in the comments and you've sent me a message, but you want to know right now, Facebook groups. There's so many guinea pig related Facebook groups. But don't just listen to what the guy at the pet store says. Really look to the experts. And that's where you're going to find the best advice. And then really, after you take that advice, look and listen and see with your own eyes and your own ears, how are your guinea pigs responding? And of course, if you ever think that they're not well, you really should take them to the vet. I've done a video about guinea pig health insurance, and I'll put that here. It's really important that you know when to go to the vet, and having guinea pig pet insurance can really be a lifesaver when it comes to a really large vet bill. If your pigs are sick, they really need to go to the vet. Just like if you're sick, you really need to go to the doctor. And it's no time to mess around when you see symptoms. So this has been 5 ways to make your guinea pigs mad. And remember, they're really sweet. You don't want to make them angry. And it's really hard to make them mad, but you don't want to make them sad. You want them to thrive, and that means doing what's right for them. Right? Right, Nate? Right, Nate? So I'm going to give these boys treats because I love them, they deserve them, and I don't want to make them mad. So it's treat time for my boys. Yeah? Yes? Yes. It's treat time. It's time for treats. Okay, Nate. What do you guys want? You want your peppers? You dropped it. Here, Popeye. There you go, Ron. Here you go, Gizmo. There you are, Nate. There you go, Gary. There you go, Mikey. Here, Dice Man. You don't want it? That's a delicious pepper. You better figure it out. Where are you gonna take it? That's a good spot to eat it. There you go, Nails Bear. Don't steal his. You can have your own. Here, Tucker. Ash. There you go. Pipsqueak. Pippy. Pippy. That's for you. Billy, do you want one? Here. Where are you hiding back there?